Yeah, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. It's amazing because, like, people misunderstood, I'll say that and people freak out because they say, "Oh, he's" I was talking to a very specific group of people who demand me to do something, demand me to come out and apologize to people who don't have anything for me to apologize to them for. So, camel toe sold you out. I'm sure he did. I'm sure everybody has sold me out and everybody's bad and everything. People like to, like, point the finger at whoever, but really, again, which, we'll talk a little bit about noise canceling running in Rumble Studio. I don't even know how to fucking do that. Including the Camelot's done with my ass. I'm sure he is. I'm sure. I mean, I just talked to him, but okay, it's cool. The interesting thing about the internet is everybody thinks they know what's going on at all times, and they also want things to move like at their pace. People want they want people to they want people to like just get this taken care of. It's like, oh, well, okay, yeah, that's cool. And how would you propose to do that? Oh my gosh. The they're just like, well, just do it. Just get it done. You can't just get it done. You're working with a government and you have rules and timelines and all that. So it's amazing because that's what people desire. Well, I want that too. Believe me, I don't want to be in this status. I want to talk about all the fucking complete misconceptions, misunderstandings, and I mean downright reading and comprehension problems that people have. Uh, well, here's one. I mean, here's a basic one, right? Like, and this isn't a big deal, so it's one that's really easy to talk. But when the Gunt News Network Twitter account tweeted out an image of this order, they said that neither my wife or I intervened on our child's behalf. But that's not what an intervener is in a lawsuit. An intervener is someone who steps in as a substitute for the party. They intervene instead of a party being there. For example, you would have an intervener in some cases, completely unrelated. But let's say you have a Democrat Secretary of State, right? Secretary of State has to sue in regards to an election, but the election, like over election fraud, for example, but the winner of the election is a Democrat. And the Secretary of State may be required by statute to bring suit if something happens, but they're not going to go after it, presumably, with the same vigor and gusto that you would expect a Republican Secretary of State to do. So what will often happen is a Republican Party or Republican congressperson or candidate will intervene on behalf of the state or the Secretary of State. They'll take over the lawsuit as an interested party. That's what an intervener is. So when it says that there were no motions for intervention, they mean no one else tried to come in and intervene. No one else tried to act on our behalf. We did. So it's like correcting little things like that here and there, and misperceptions, misunderstandings would be really wonderful to do, but you have to be really careful about what you talk about. We'll talk about it a little bit tonight about just how annoying it is to not be able to say things, because of this sort of shit. But that's okay. That's how it goes. Trying to appease an unappeasable government, and then, at the end of the day, everybody tells you you're not doing what you are doing because they know, of course, and that you're a horrible person. You're like, oh well, I mean, I guess that's what they're going to say. There's not much you can do to counter it. You just have to keep going, and all you want to do is like uh, get done with whatever they're saying. And people just are like, well, why don't you just tell them? Oh, okay, sure. That's how it works. Someone's like, Just give them the exculpatory evidence. Like, you don't understand exculpatory evidence. Like, you just clearly don't even know the word you're using. Um, you can't just give a government evidence and have them go, "Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right." There's a process for it. You have to follow the process. The process is important, but it sucks. Do you think you can get a fair trial in the current venue? I have no idea if we're, you know, I'm not gonna talk about, like, any sort of ideas about venue or anything like that right now. See, that's the thing, it's fortunately, you can't talk about any of this. Can I critique the GIF? I doubt it. Mhm. Is my vanity plate really Law Pope? Yeah, I showed it on stream back when I got it. Fascinating content. This is literally just a test stream. You know you can run a private test stream? Yeah, but I figured, like, you guys would come and sit here and on me for it. How's that? T-Web 15 says EVS and Barnes have the most level-headed takes. Very cool. And TMF Squid says, "Did you learn your lesson about the Sonichu medallion?" No, I don't learn lessons. So, all right. Looks like we've got this stream going. Looks like we'll be able to do the Rumble Studio stream as we go. And that's great. I'm really pumped for that.